Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look here again at MYRO, seeing what's going on. Wow, it definitely took off from yesterday. This is great news. We were expecting it to pivot and bounce, but it didn't pivot as hard as we were thinking. It didn't bounce out that 0.382. It just stayed right at 0.236 and went right up from there. So awesome stuff. Congrats to the folks that were able to kind of direct message me and let me know that that was a successful trade. Glad that worked out very well for you. Also, congrats quickly to our community members here for a nice BNB trade, 143%, Polkadot 40% in roughly a week. Same thing with Dogecoin, we got 40% in 2 days. Reef, 2 days, 36%, ICP 32%. And this is my favorite one, 86% from Bitcoin, 10x leverage trade from 43,000 to 52,000. Okay, awesome stuff there. Everyone was shorting Bitcoin while we weren't, and took some nice profits there. Not to say Bitcoin is just going to keep going up, because we technically have a short open with Bitcoin now, but it's a very tight short to hedge our longs with a short. Okay, so either way you look at it here, MYRO, what's that mean for us here? Well, we want to update some fibs and kind of go from there. We want to make sure when we're updating these Fibonacci retracement levels, we're doing it according to larger time frames so we can understand more macro movement. Okay, so again, yesterday's candlestick closed. We're going to go ahead and presume that this is the highest point for today and update. Typically, I usually wait for to update fibs until the candlestick closes, but we have less than 4 hours left, and it doesn't seem like we're likely to retest this 11.7 mark. The key takeaway here is we're up over that 10-cent mark, and we're testing that level right now. And I mentioned yesterday too, when we were looking at that, it's important to get above this 50-day SMA, and that'll likely be a resistance level for us. So far that's kind of holding strong in that sentiment. Again, truth is, until we get over that level, we're for the most part bearish. However, we can see here on the daily that stochastic swinging up pretty significant. We're back up over 50 in the RSI. That is a huge thing. So that does kind of shift that, what I just said here, to the fact that the macro is looking more and more bullish. Now, this is not like 100% bullish, but it is a very, very good sign. Money flow index being above that is also good because we have a lot of money flowing in the coin the last 24, well, more so the last 14 candles, but specifically the last 24 to 48 hours to allow for the price action to sustain itself, okay? Keep in mind too, we do have 3 white soldiers here, 3 strong green candles in a row, usually followed by a 4th red day, or you could even summarize that this is the redness that we were already looking for there, and that the price has essentially gone up and retraced enough, if you will. Smaller time frames will identify that, but generally speaking, the daily time frame right now is looking more bullish than bearish, but not like fully confirmed bullish, right? I like to be above the 50-day SMA if we're going to have a leg to stand on. Having said all that, 4-hour time frame does look pretty decent here. We can see this interesting little pattern here. It's very common for the price action to break up when you have a pattern like that. Basically, when it comes from a very long overextension, pulls back to essentially squeeze itself into a wedge, it's more likely to break up than down. Okay, so just some friendly advice. If you're going to take a long position right now, low leverage, low position size, keep the targets fairly tight just to ensure you can secure profits, but the 4-hour time frame is mostly bullish, minus the 4-hour 200-day SMA. That's at about 12.5 right now. Okay, so just know, have some resistance in play, but if you take a long up to that level, that's about 20% gain. Not saying you should just take a long from here and close it out there. That's not how trading works, but that would be a consideration for a good take profit target, right? Or at least one of many, because you shouldn't just have one. You should make sure that you're structuring your trades with more than one. That's how we do it in our community here. So all that being said, what does this mean here for us? Well, the 4-hour time frame is diverging stochastically. We can see traditional RSI is getting closer to 70, and money flow index is still fairly high. So with a high MFI, that's a very, very good sign. But the key takeaway here is that when the RSI comes below 70, that's typically a sell signal, okay? In other words, if the price continues lower, then we might want to continue closing and taking some profits. I would recommend taking profits anyways, because why get greedy in this market right now? It's not like I know it seems crazy, even though the fear and greed index is high. It's not really a greedy market where you can just let everything ride. There's so much volatility to the upside and downside that even though Bitcoin's taking off, there's going to be a recourse eventually soon. So please understand that we're in a situation right now where this coin very well could continue lower. We've lost a 20-day SMA on the hourly. If we take a quick peek at the Ichimoku cloud, we can confirm too. Lagging span is free and clear, but it's getting closer, probably within the next 12 hours, to a discontinuation of a long position. Same thing with the conversion line. It's getting close to the baseline. So again, while these are all still bullish signs, they're getting closer to sell signals, letting you know that you might want to consider taking profit. Me personally, I don't like to wait that long. I prefer to take profit, in some cases even earlier. But again, I take multiple profits throughout my trades, and it just essentially helps in the big picture to secure profits in the long run. while I may not take monster profit on every single trade, I take consistent profit on most trades. Okay, this is a prime example here. Just kind of give you perspective. Last month was a decent month for us. Not half as strong as December, but still very good, right? 1,600%, it's not bad. One stop loss. All these profits here are hitting multiple targets on the way up. Okay, so again, good returns, good consistent stuff here, as long as you structure your trades effectively. So make sure you're not over leveraging, not too much position size, and try not to be an all-in, all-out person. Average your position in, average your position out. That's what good traders do, and that's what consistent traders do. Okay. Again, if you want that consistency yourself, cryptocash.tech is a site. Link down below. Of course, we got a lot of MYRO community members in our group. Also, make sure you check out Bitunix. They will be adding MYRO to their exchange here in the next couple of weeks. No KYC, no VPN. Link down below to register. If you use my link to register, you'll get awesome rewards. You'll also be eligible for our trading competitions monthly. Our next one is going to be a $10,000 prize pool across 300 or 400 members. And that'll be available near the month end. I'll provide results, results too, but I'll provide that, the details on that once they're available. We're going to schedule that here next week or two. All right, folks, thanks again for watching. Hope you learned something today. Have a great rest of the day. We'll see you next one. Take care.